Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Adonai playing with Adonai's double fighter.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Yes. Woo!
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
Let's go Tigers!
Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Adonai playing with Adonai's double fighter.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Yes. Woo!
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Okapi Sport Network. This is almost the last day of the Round Basketball League season 2026. My name is Mignon, and I'm not alone. I'm with
George, yes. And of course, you're very correct. Today is not the last day, but unfortunately for one of these teams, today is the final day, right?
yeah, sure. Even in men's category, today it's game 4.
Okay.
If APR can win today, it's gonna be the finals for the men's category in general, and this is the last game of the third place. And
For the third place. And today we get to find out who's the third best in the basketball league for this season. And honestly speaking, I think I'm going for Tigers. I feel like Tigers today is going to be their day because if I can remember correctly, their first game was amazing. How they came from behind, especially in the second half. So I really see Tigers really going out there and doing their best today. What do you think?
Let's wait and see because Rwanda Energy Group is not also gonna make it easy for them because they also want to win this third place. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on your screens, here are the team comparison head to head for the field goals. It was 43% for REG to 29% for RSSB Tigers. For the 2 points, it was 23 out of 43 for Rwanda Energy Group and 18 out of 48 for RSSB Tigers. At this time, I think Rwanda Energy Group really did well on that 2-point thing. Like they dominated. If they can make 23 out of 43 and Tigers made 18 only, that's a big difference between those two. And for 3 points, RSSB Tigers attempted 26 times and they made 4 of them. And for REG, they made 5 points, 5 3-pointers out of 21 attempted. So there is also a difference you can get to see. And for the points in the paint, RSSB Tigers dominated REG with 34 to 30. Whereby the assists were 21 to 13 for RSSB Tigers, and points from the turnovers, REG really did well on this one with 21 to 13 for RSSB Tigers. But the bench points, REG didn't do well. You can see that RSSB Tigers got a lot of points from the bench. Imagine 30. That's a lot of points.
Bench, those are very many points, and I guess we shall be looking at the bench today to see can they bring that impact again in this game and try and take the third spot for themselves.
Yeah, sure. And I think REG won't make it easy for them because they're now, they really trust in their starting 5 and they really have the best starting 5. Elliot Cole, Garmin Kande, Enoki Cesarano. They have some good players. Let's wait and see what they're going to show us today as both teams really want to get a win today. So in last games, a player to watch is Elliot Cole because last game he scored 26 personal points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and he attempted 23 field goals. 9 of them were made. That's really a good performance from one person.
Very beautiful performance. He's always the standout player for me when it comes to the REG basketball team.
Yeah, sure. Elliot Cole can deliver. A lot of people are fooled by his height.
Okay.
But regardless of that, he's gonna score. He's gonna shoot the lights off. He has this ability of shooting the deep balls, and he made them sink, of course.
Like they say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Don't judge him by his height.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Yeah. But when we go to RSSB, I'm really looking forward to their bench because if I can remember for the first game and the second game, they really come up in the second half and usually it's the bench that is actually doing the most work.
So another player to watch in Rwanda Energy Group, there is Galmin Kande Kieli who scored 23 personal points last game and 8 rebounds as well as 2 steals. That's a good performance as well. He attempted 14 times on the field goals and 9 of them were made. He can play that guy. That
is a beautiful kind of stats. And these are the people we're going to be looking forward to, the giants in the team, those guys who are pushing the team. And yes, we can't wait to see how many points he's going to get. Is he going to drag the team over to the finish line? He's the man to watch, most definitely.
Yeah, him and Elliot Cole are going to make the difference today. And another player to watch for RSSB Tigers, now we shift to RSSB Tigers, is Bruno Nyamasa, who scored 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals. He made 5 of 11 on the field goals. That was a really good performance. If you remember last time, he came in the court in the last 5 minutes, but he was really delivering, and he pushed the team to the very best.
And yes, getting 5 field goals is not really that bad. It actually helps, drag the team behind if you need that extra energy. You need that extra man to come through in the last minutes. He might get a few minutes to play, but as long as he can get that time on the court and make it useful, he'll be great.
Yeah, sure, you're right. And ladies and gentlemen, there is another player to watch for RSSB Tigers, and it's none rather than Laos Likan Ishimge, who already came up with 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and he attempted 11 times on the free throws, and 4 of them were made. Of course, he really pushed the team to the very best, but having 11 free throws and you make only 4?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
On the court, in the normal open play, he looks very comfortable. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He has the game under control. But when he gets those, those fouls, those free throws, he just loses link, with himself. And let's hope that he has worked on that on his game, and he'll be better today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now it all comes down to these. RSSB Tigers and REG meet for their third and final game of their best-of-3 third-place series. And with everything labeled 1-1 after 2 completely different games, there is now no room for mistakes, no tomorrow, and no second chance. The winner of this game will walk away with the third place in the Round of Basketball League season 2026. Game 1 gave us a thriller with RSSB Tigers aging 92-90 after overtime in a game that went right down to the wire, and the Tigers showed composure when it mattered the most, surviving a high-scoring battle to take the opening game. But REG responded emphatically with in Game 2 producing a dominant 78-54 victory to level the series and force the decisive final. So REG's Game 2 performance was built on control and defensive intensity, holding RSSB Tigers to just 54 points after the Tigers had scored 92 in the opener. So the 24-point margin also showed just how different the second game was from the overtime thriller. For RSSB Tigers, the challenge now is to rediscover the offensive rhythm that made them so dangerous in Game 1. And for REG, Elliot Cole has been a major scoring threat, as we mentioned before, and he led the way in Game 2 with 26 points. His ability to create scoring opportunities and carry the offensive load will be one of the key storylines to watch in this decisive matchup. RSSB Tigers, meanwhile, will need a collective response if they are to overcome REG's momentum and reclaim the intensity that showed in Game 1. So after one overtime thriller and one dominant REG's victory, everything is now set, for the final battle. One team will will finish the season with the third place, while the other will have to settle for RSSB Tigers versus REG. So the game is here, and we're gonna get to know that in a few minutes. So the starting five for both teams: for REG, there is Elliot Cole, there is Sumizi, there is Garmin Kande, Chizurungu Patrick, as well as Kamdo from Betuji. And for RSSB Tigers, there is Dan Kimasa, Paul Bizi, Laos Likan Ishimge, Fiston Irutingabo, as well as Ichishate LV. Those are the starting five for both teams. So let's wait and see what the last game of the third place holds for us. RSSB Tigers taking on REG. And it's tip of time. REG starts with the conversation as Elliot Cole being faced by Ichishate. She's over there with the ball. Gomin Kande there with the ball. And that's gonna be a travel violation. RSSB Tigers ball position right now. Laos Likan Ishimge there with the inbound, playing with Paul Bizi. Screen there by Laos Likan Ishimge, drives a spin move, goes out, but that's gonna be a rejection there from Sumizi, but they weren't able to keep the ball. And that's a good rebound there to Galwin Kande Kieli. Elliot Cole goes out for a 2-ball and catches it. Wow, a beautiful start up there for Rwanda Energy Group. Elliot Cole dropping deep threes, as I was mentioning before, right in the introduction.
He's a man to look for too.
Yeah, sure. Holding 26 personal points last time. Laos Likan Ishimge there between the legs, trying to, create a play there, facing Galwin Kande Kieli. A long pass to Ichishate LV, 1 3-point in front, goes out for a 2-point jumper, but can't connect. And that's Sumizi Jr. playing with Elliot Cole. Elliot Cole there trying to make a play. Swings the ball to Cheesy. Cheesy over there playing with Kamdu. Drives, goes up, gets a 2-point back in there. And that's going to be 5 for REG to 0 for RSSB Tigers. Laos Likan Ishimge there with a long time to Paul Bizi, goes out for a rainbow 3. breaks it, and still it's gonna be Reg's ball position.
REG starting on the front foot this evening, and let's hope they can keep this momentum up. And because usually all of a sudden they fumble and they lose their cool, yet they were in the lead. So we hope they can do the defense real good, and let's see a very nice game today.
That's Galvin Kandeki there dropping a 2-point floater. Oh my goodness. Two defenders in front of him, but they didn't stop him from scoring. That really shows how much aggressive he is and the confidence that he has. Imagine if he believes that he can better a defensive too, and he already did that. That he really trusts in his physicality, and it's worth it.
I feel like RSSB has started on a slow pace. They're not doing much. They're not running up and down the court. They're just taking it slow, trying to, get their passes accurate. But it's not really working. REG, on the other hand, are on the front foot. They're looking to win this, and they're going all out. So kudos to REG today. I also love the offense, the highline offense that they are doing. They're getting the ball from the center court. They're not waiting for them to get into the paint, and that is very good from REG. And let's see more of this energy, and hopefully Elliot can pull them all over the line, and they get to take the third spot tonight.
And it is timeout for RSSB Tigers. I think they really needed to, work on their scoring rates up to now, because this is the last chance that both teams got. So any single mistake might lead to something different.
Yes, no room for error, and I feel like RSSB should just, attack quickly. Let them attack quickly. They're just taking too much time, and they're giving REG enough time to, get into the position and steal the ball away from them.
Sure, and the players are back in the court. RSSB Tigers ball position. Paul Busy, they are being picked by two. Ichi shots are there with a fake. A crossover between the legs. Drives Guzab. And that's a rejection there from Tsumizi. Elliot Cole there with a nice dive into Cheesy Rungu. Beautiful pass there to Elliot Cole. Goes out for a deep ball once more. And drops it. Wow. That's beautiful. REG entering a double digit with 10 points. T0 for RSSB Tigers. Oslik and Ishima, they are playing with Iki Shatsi. Oslik and Ishima there with the ball facing Elliot Cole. Goes out for a deep ball. He's off the mark. A nice time there. Oh, Galvin Kanden slams it, and this is gonna be an N1 basket there. Oh my goodness.
Like I was saying, RSSB are taking their time. They're pointing to where they want the ball to go, rather than REG where they're getting the ball and all of a sudden they're on the break and they're getting a point here.
Imagine if seeing a guy like Galvin Kandekieli, he's a center, and imagine if he can do a fast break and gets an N1 basket. No one is there to stop him. Imagine the efforts that he used, to run this quickly and get to the basket. So it's something different. So RSSB Tigers really needs to put in a lot of efforts
They
in
need
this
to
quarter.
pull up their socks.
Yeah, sure. Galvin Kande by drops that free throw, and it's gonna be 13 for REG to 0 for RSSB Tigers. Paul Busy there with the ball. Swings it to Fishstone. Passes on the screen. Drives. Guzab. Kicks the ball to Ishima last leak and going up. And that was a putback from Paul Busy. But he's off the mark.
I love that rebound fight that is happening.
Yeah, sure. Oh, he was called there with the ball. That's REG now takes the lead. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be pushing for there and Galvin Kandekieli, and he's going on a strike for 2 full shots. He has been playing so well today.
Yes, very well.
As long as he gets the ball there,
Yeah.
it's actually a basket.
Just get the ball to him, and he's just making the right decisions.
Yeah, sure. You have seen that last time he made 9 out of 12.
Yes.
That's a beautiful performance. So, yeah, he's a reliable player, and he sinks the first free throw there. 14 to 0. Sinks the second as well, 15-0. RSSB Tigers there with the ball. Lost Lincoln there. Down on the lane, swings the ball to Paul Beasy. A handoff to Fistone. Drives, swings the ball back to Lars Lincoln. Ishimi drives, goes up. And he's off the mark as well. Sumizi there being a rim protector. Beautiful ball movement there. Oh my goodness. Elliot Cole being that player. Sumizi there for a mid-range and transit 12. That's gonna be 17. Oh my goodness.
Reg is on fire.
Yeah, sure. That's gonna be shooting 2 for RSSB Tigers. Mutabazi if they're going on a free throw line for 2 full shots. And let's see if he can make some points for RSSB Tigers. The very first points of the game for
Yes.
RSSB Tigers.
They really need a couple of points.
Yeah, sure. Drops the first. And this is the first point for RSSB Tigers, now 17-1. Drops the second as well, and it's gonna be 2-17. Substitution there on Sumuzi Jr. being subbed by Sagamba Sidar.
Honestly, this first quarter, Reg has really brought the energy, and I just hope it doesn't come back to bite them later on, like let's say in the second half where they get fatigued or worn out, and RSSB is just energetic all of a sudden.
Yeah, sure, and that was a nice steal there by RSSB Tigers. And a beautiful defense there. And that's a foul on Paul Beasy. Reg being so aggressive in terms of defense, so you're gonna see that RSSB Tigers is actually struggling so much to get some points. But for them, they're getting easy offensive plays.
The defense of Reg today is really steady, I could say. They know what they're doing. They're not giving any space, no space for RSSB. And when they get the ball, they are on the break immediately.
And that's a nice layup there by Mutabazi. Mutabazi being the savior of his team as his name. 40-17. Reg's ball position once again. And we still only have 4 minutes and 29 seconds within this first quarter of the game, and I think RSSB Tigers really needs to use this opportunity. Reg's ball position. A tight defense there on Galmin Kande by Paul Beasy. Chizurungu there with a nice drive with Zab, but can't connect. 17-4 is the score. Lost Lake and Ishima there. Swings the ball to Paul Beasy there. Goes out for a rainbow 3, but can't cash it. And that's a nice putback there by Mutabazi. Mutabazi being a leader. Yeah, he already got 6 points, and it's 6 points for RSSB Tigers as well. That's beautiful from him. Chizurungu Patrick goes out for a deep ball, but that's a baby shot.
I feel like the Tigers are coming back little by little, but I think that is partly to do with the Reg kind of play. You know, they've resorted to the 3-pointers and all that. Like, I feel like they should get back into the paint and get those simple points. Because I feel like that's what RSSB Tigers are doing.
Paul Beasy being so disappointed. He expected the rest to count that basket, that slam that he made, but they didn't. Galmin Kande Kieli being not too lucky there. A nice time there on Feaster, goes out for a deep ball and splashes it. Wow. That's gonna be 8-17. I mean 9. As you've mentioned, RSSB Tigers is trying to catch up slowly in this game.
Yes.
But Red really had a beautiful startup, and if they continue this way, RSSB Tigers will be just, playing to catch up.
Yeah.
But REG will be fighting to, do the defense and also keep on going with some points so as to get the win. But RSSB Tigers, as I told you, anytime they might surprise you. So it's not yet over for them.
I feel like REG started with a lot of energy and they were, going all out. They had a lot of energy. The offense was incredible, but then they started making a little bit of, small mistakes here and there. They are giving out fouls that are not necessary, and little by little, the Tigers are crawling back out of the hole they had dug themselves in. So if they can keep playing those simple plays, also REG come back to the defense that you were with in the first 4 minutes of the game, where RSSB had nowhere to go. If they can go back to that play, I feel like we're going to see a great next 3 minutes.
And now the players are back from the timeout. REG now controls the game with 17 points to 9 for RSSB Tigers. Almost a difference of, let me use my head to calculate.
It's a difference of around 8.
Why are you using this prediction of around? Why can't you be,
It's 8. It's 8.
But it seems like you weren't confident about what you said. Imagine saying around. In mathematics, there is no around there. It seems like you are predicting.
Better safe than sorry, though.
And that's Paul Cheesy Rungu. Mutabazi there with a nice time to Fiston. But that was Paul Busy there with a putback. Oh my goodness.
He finally gets a slam dunk.
Yeah, sure. There's going to be 11 to 17. RSSB Tigers now entering a double digit. Elliott's call there facing Piston. Sends the ball to Sedar, goes out for a deep ball, caches it beautifully, and that's going to be 20 points to 11 for RSSB Tigers. Mutabazi there, number 30. With a drive, swings the ball to Traytwa, goes out for a deep ball. Rims it. That's a nice dime there. And a very beautiful 2-point bucket there from Traytwa Sinzi. And I can say that last week Nishimya really did an amazing job with that time. Counter from Betuji goes out for a 2-point jumper and splashes it. And that's going to be 22 to 13 for RSSB Tigers. Only 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining on the clock for this first quarter of the game. Paul Busy there with a drive. Euro goes up. Rims it. Dalmin Kandekieli there. Not converting. Nice finish there from last week in Ishimi, pushing the team to 15 points. REG with 22, only 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. RSSB Tigers trying to catch up in this game.
Yes, it feels like they want the first quarter to end when they're really close, so that they have a greater chance in the second quarter to at least show what they have to the REG team.
And it's a substitution there on RSSB Tigers as well as Leg. And now we have Bruno Nyamasa. We also have Dan Kimasa, and for REG, Furaha Kadodeje, Enoki Cesarano, and Fabrice Musinga. Enoki Cesarano there, playing with Sedar Sekampa. Drives, fakes, goes up, and splashes a 2-point bucket there. Wow. 24 to 19, to 15 is the score. Last week, Nishima there with a lot of moves. A nice time there on Bruno Nyamasa, goes out for a 2-point jumper, knocks it down. That's going to be 17 to 24. The lead coming to only 7 points, coming from 17. And that's a really, it's a good performance, if I can say, for RSSB Tigers.
Yes, I feel like the past 4 minutes, they've really come into the game now.
Lastly, Nishimya there with the ball. Only 20 seconds for this last goal of the game. A nice dime there to Bruno Nyamasa. Nyamasa playing with Mutabazi. Mutabazi for a 3 goes up. But rims the ball out, and that's Furaha Kato there playing with Musinga, but he wasn't able to convert. Dan Kimasa there being dominant. A nice dime there on Trey Twasinze and converts a 2-point bucket there. Wow. A very beautiful performance there by RSSB Tigers in this last quarter because, you know, REG had 17-0 for RSSB Tigers, but look at the scoreboard now, 24-19. RSSB Tigers really, you know, did their best to catch up in this game, but still, REG leads this game with 5 points.
I honestly think REG has been amazing in the first 5 minutes of the quarter, but then afterwards they just dropped the ball. You know, and RSSB have come out of the blue and they're actually, you know, getting into the game little by little. I love the fact that Shimasa has also come in and he's bringing in more energy. But I feel like Tigers, kudos to them, because when it was, let's say, 5 minutes on the scoreboard, it was 15-0. But now, you know, they've come back and they have more points now. 19 points are not really that bad, so it's a difference of only 5 points. So kudos to RSSB. They've really shown that they're in this to win it.
That's Coach O'Dowd talking to the players. I think he's telling them, imagine a team came from 0 to 19 points. What were you guys looking at? How were you doing?
How is it that in 5 minutes it has all changed?
Yeah.
And mind you, it's just that also the Tigers have kind of, you know, not used all their chances, but could easily be seeing 30 points to 24 right now. So if REG is listening to us, probably they should go back to their defense. I feel like their defense. Oh, but also I love the offense where they count on the, you know, real quick. How do they call it?
Fast break points.
Yes, the fast break points. Those are very beautiful. They're doing it real well. They can see each other, the teammates and all that. So I feel like they should go back to that. Elliot, thinking less 3-pointers and go more into the paint and let's get, you know, those little points. And usually when you even attack into the paint and all that, sometimes you get a foul. So those 1 point, 2 points, it might not look like a lot, but it actually helps at the end of the game.
So one thing for sure I've got to figure out is that RSSB Tigers has this bench that is very active. Imagine so far they got 12 points from the turnover. I mean, from the bench to 5 for REG.
And I think even the previous game, most of the points came from the bench. So RSSB, I think their secret weapon is the bench.
Yeah, sure. They are trying to do, you know, the rotations and giving their key players time to rest so that they can come back in the game feeling more, you know, active.
And it's working.
Bruno Nyamasa there for a 3 and knocks it down. Wow. 22-24. Now the lead being only 2 points, coming from 17 points. Wow. Elliot Kolamar there with the ball, being marked by Laos Lee and Nishimis. Darcy Gamba there. Swings the ball to Musinga. Musinga goes out for a 2-point jumper. Knocks it down. Kisses the glass and off. Wow. That's going to be 26-22. The game coming back to only a lead of 4 points. Laos Lee Nishima there being a ball handler and bringing in all those skills. Swings the ball to Mutabazi there. Drives. Goes up. But that's a rejection from 2 strong pillars for REG. Elliot Cole there for a deep ball. Knocks it down. If you are late there for a closeout, Elliot Cole would just shoot the lights off.
There's no one else you'd rather have shooting from that point. Oh, another.
That's a nice response there from Laos Lee and Ishimia. 25-29 is the score. Only a difference of 4 points. Cedar Sagamba there with the ball. Swings it to Furaha. A handoff to Elliot Cole. Goes out for a deep ball. Almost to knock it down. But rims it out. A fall there on Musinga for Bruce. Still is going to be REG's ball position. Nice dime there to Furaha Kadodeji. That's a steal there by Mutabazi. Lost Lake Nishimi. In and out, drives. he has been creating a lot of scoring opportunities to his teammates, and that's what I was mentioning.
I love that
Another dime there on Trey Twasinze and converts a 2-point bucket there.
he's all over the court, up and down the court, and he's looking at his partners. He's giving them great balls. So kudos to him.
And that's an air ball there from Enoch Isezerano. A fast break there by Bruno. Nyamwesa wasn't able to convert a 2-point layup there. He was alone and he did a nice cut there straight to the basket, but he was unlucky on that one. Gonna be 29-27. Elliot Cole there playing with Musinga Guzap, but didn't convert. Nice defense there from Sadar Segamba. Furaha Kadodeje there. Spin move goes up and gets a 2-point bucket there. Gonna be 31-27. Trey to Asinze drives. Kicks the ball to Bruno. Bruno to Mutabazi. Mutabazi to Kimasa. Kimasa to Lars. A screen there. Rolls so well. Goes up. Caches a 2-point bucket there. Wow.
He's really a game changer.
That was a nice play there between Lost Leak and Ishimi and Kimasa Dan. That was a nice pick and roll there. A nice time there, and Enoki says it. I know, and caches the 3-point bucket there. Oh my goodness. That was a nice shot there from Enoch. 34-29. And it's gonna be Reg's ball position. Lost Leak and Ishimi there touched the line. And it's a substitution there on Reg's side. Mushinga and Sadar getting out, and they're sub by Sumizi and Gormin Kandekieli. I think there will be some changes on the scoring rate for Reg if Garmin Kandekieli steps in the court. They're gonna feel his presence.
Yes, I feel like they have lost the pace that they had. There's something missing, so as soon as he gets back on the court.
But that was a nice IQ there from Elliot Cole. That dying was full of IQ. While Slick and Ishime there trying to give a pass in the corner to Bruno. That's gonna be a foul on Ichishate.
Yeah, he's just being indecisive at the last moment. You know, he was in the paint. The rim was right there, but then he couldn't decide, should I pass the ball? Should I, put it in myself? And unfortunately, they lose the ball.
Yeah, sure. And it's RSSB Tigers ball. Timeout, sorry. Not ball possession.
Timeout. I wonder what the coach is telling them, because honestly speaking, I don't think in this second quarter Reg has been all that. I feel like there's something missing. Their best players are on the court, but then I don't see much of Elliot like in the first quarter where he was up and down, with those fast-paced counterattacks and all that. So, yeah, I feel like Reg are actually, downgrading their talent. Like what I was saying, the energy. It feels like their energy has started going down. Yet it's run the energy group. Come on.
You mean that they need to have some energy?
Yes, they need to add some energy. It's run the energy group, so let them come out in these last 5 minutes. Because usually it looks like RSSB Tigers in the last minutes of, let's say, first half or in the first quarter, that's when they come alive. It will be interesting to see if Ray can actually also do the same, In these last 5 minutes, let them come alive, show what they have, and let's enjoy this game.
And the players are back from the timeout. Run Energy Group still takes the lead with 6 points. 5, 29-34. Now I'm getting good to mathematics, But I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to know mathematics. I did languages.
Okay. And you're using the languages, so it's okay. Unfortunately, you have to mix it with a bit of math, so
yeah,
it's
sure.
not easy.
We always use mathematics in our daily life, exchanging money and all that. But for those numbers, it's hard for me. And that's Last Leak and Ishimi. They are at the top of the key, trying to attempt a 3-point jumper there. But plank seat.
I honestly don't know what he was trying to do there.
Coach O'Dowdo telling Elliot Cole that he doesn't have to stop from there. He's a point guard. He have to move with the ball up to that court and get to, organize a simple play there so that they can play. Nice time there to Ikishate, goes out for a deep ball, but clanks it. Elliott call there with a nice time to Enoki Cesarano, playing with Tumizi, goes out for a deep ball, but can't connect. Galmin Kandekieli there. That's gonna be a fall by REG.
He can't believe he doesn't know what is going on. He's like, who?
And it's a fall made by number 4, Enoki Cesarano, and he's subbed immediately. And he's subbed by Chizurungu Patrick. Kimasa down there for a 2-point jumper. And that's going to be 31-34. RSSB Tigers cutting the whole lead to only 3 points. Chizurungu there playing with Sumizi. Sumizi to Garmin Kande. Kande to Chizi. Bounce pass there to RSSB Tigers here to dominate today. Last week, Nishima there with a nice time to trade to Asinze, but he wasn't able to convert. Last week, Nishima there goes out for a deep ball, knocks it down. Wow! And he helps the team to catch up now. 34 up. Only 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock for this second quarter of the game. Elliott call there. Responding with another deep ball there. Oh my goodness. 37-34. And that's already 12 personal points for Elliott Cole. Lastly, Nishima there for a 2-point jumper, but clanks it. Elliott Cole at the top of the key goes up for another deep. Oh my goodness! I thought that was a deep ball, but that was a nice time there to Gamin Kande Kieli and slams that ball.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, sure. That's gonna be 39 for REG, 34 for RSSB Tigers. A 5-game difference here. Oh my goodness! A nice play there by Trey Twasinzi with a 2-point jumper there, 36-39. But I think our REG is not doing that defense of, stopping that person who is playing in the paint. As you can see, that Dan Kimasa is actually moving with everyone that is coming into the paint so that he can avoid those 2 points.
I feel like their tactics have changed, the REG tactics, because in the beginning, getting into the paint was really difficult, but now it looks like that's where all the points for RSSB are coming from.
Yeah, sure. And the thing is, that's why I think Tsumizi is subbed, because he's doing a defense only on the 3-point line, but stopping someone who will be taking the shots there in the paint, they're up to the, free throw line.
Yes.
They're getting a lot of points from there. Nice time there to Cheesy, goes out for a deep ball, but can't connect. That's counter Frank Betucci there, knocking down a 2-point bucket. 41-36 is the score. Difference coming by to only 5 points.
The math is mathing, huh?
Yeah. Trey Twasinze there with a drive, goes up, and cases a 2-point bucket there. Wow.
Again, in the paint.
Yeah, and it's gonna be 38-41. Trey Twasinze playing a good game today with already 10 personal points. Euro step. Kado Furaha did there, but didn't convert. Ichishate Hervé there. And that's a steal by Rwanda Energy Group. A nice time to Furaha Kado DJ. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gonna be RSSB Tigers ball position.
They made a mess of that, and it was really, really nice play from REG.
Imagine they were all 4, but they didn't get any points from that.
Right? It seems like they didn't know what to do with the ball.
Actually, the one who went on a fast break, that was for Rahakado.
Yes.
He wasn't able to catch the ball. Then he tried to save it so that someone who was next to him can try to catch it. But
it didn't work also.
Yeah.
He tried to save it also. Just didn't work.
And that's on the Yunge Hoshon de Dieu. They're at the top of the key playing with Ichishatse. Ichishatse drives. Goes up, and that's an N1 basket there by Ichishatse LV. Now REG getting to, RSSB Tigers getting to 40 points to 41 for REG. RSSB Tigers is here to win. I'm telling you, they don't want to give up in this game. Regardless that there was a lead of 17 points, they just, fought and left everything on the court. And now, look at where they are.
They're almost level in points. Slow but sure.
Yeah, sure. It is 41 up. Only 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining on the clock for the second quarter of the game. Patrick Chizurungu there, playing with Furaha. Furaha to Elliot Cole. Elliot Cole there with a nice dime there on Kamdo from Betuji, but he wasn't able to convert. But he's going on a try for 2 quality shots, and I think he really needs to make them all and push the team to 43. Because now I told you that anything that is going to happen in this court is going to count at the end of the game. So it's better to do it well when you still have a chance.
Yes. And I hope it's not going to be a recurring chorus that we're talking with REG, where they're above or ahead, and then all of a sudden they just lose their cool and let the Tigers come back into the game, which is what is actually happening.
Yeah, catching 2 points from the free throw line with now pushing the team to 43 to 41 for RSSB Tigers. And that's Ikishase there for 3 and knocks it down. Wow. Gonna be 44 to 43. Now RSSB Tigers taking the lead with 1 good point.
For the first time in this game.
Yeah. That's gonna be a charging fall there by Elliot Cole. Elliot Cole there with a second personal foul. Paul Busy there goes out for a deep ball. That was a baby shot for Raha Kado Didier there. Playing with Chizurungu. Chizurungu to Kamdo. Kamdo playing with Elliot Cole. A nice time there on Gamin Kande. Kande with Furaha. Furaha to Chizi. Gonna be REG's ball position once again. RSSB Tigers really being aggressive on their defense today. Especially this second quarter of the game, They have been stopping REG to win. To score. But they were scoring. Galmin Kande Kieli there with a 3-point shot. Wow. 46 to 44. Bringing the lead back to 2 points.
He's really a game changer whenever he's on the court.
Yeah, sure. Let's see if RSSB Tigers will... Oh my goodness! Is that a slam or something? It seems like no one saw this coming. Wow, what a player, Galmin Kande, bringing in all that experience, and that's gonna be a 2-point bucket there by Paul Busy. 46 to 48 for Raha. Sends the ball to Cheesy. Goes out for a 2-point basket, but he wasn't able to convert. But still gonna be REG's ball position.
10 seconds left on the clock. Let's see who ends this quarter on a high. I'm going for REG, I think. Okay, because they have the ball, but let's see how it goes.
Galmin Kande there playing with Furaha. Furaha there with a crossover. Goes up and can't connect on a 2-point bucket. Chizurungu there to respond. Oh my goodness. Rwanda Energy Group not able to, get a 2-point bucket there.
Get one last basket, but hey, at least it ends on a high.
Yeah, sure. And they're now heading to halftime break, and cannot wait to see what the 2 more quarters holds for us. But we're gonna watch a skillful game. Let me say this, because I told you that today there is no other chance. It's you do or you don't.
True. I feel like in the first 5 minutes, I felt like REG was actually controlling the whole game, and I was like, it might just be REG's day today. But all of a sudden, things changed, and RSSB Tigers were back on top. They were back doing their great stuff. I remember I was complaining about them taking their time. Their passes are being too slow. But in the last 5 minutes of, especially the first quarter, it actually became an advantage. The slower their passes were going, they could see their players, and REG was just all over the place. They didn't know who to mark, they didn't know who to screen, and it brought the Tigers back into the game, and kudos to them. It is still close, even though 2 points is it's not that much in basketball. 2 points is not that much. So we wait for the second half, and I am pretty sure it's going to be electric.
And but I think REG really need to work on their scoring rates because you can see that back on what I saw, Furaha Kadodeje is not actually delivering. He's not even playing that good defense. So the other players are really trying to attempt, Kamde trying to attempt, Galmin Kande, Elliot Cole, as well as Chizirungu, but I'm not seeing Kado Furaha attempting. He's always there just, trying to create a play with the other plays, but he has this physicality that would push him to attempting as well because there will be a gap in terms of scoring. So here are the halftime stats for the game. For the points, it's 48 for REG, 46 for RSSB Tigers, and for the field goals, REG came out with 48%. A very beautiful performance. Only 2% could complete up to 50, and 44 for RSSB Tigers. On the 2-point line, on the 3-point line, REG today really shot the lights off. Imagine 50%, a beautiful performance there, whereby RSSB Tigers came out with 35%. For the rebounds, REG got 19, and they are dominated by RSSB Tigers because they came up with 21. For the assists, 14 to 11. REG really had this beautiful ball movement between them and a great chemistry today that pushed them to 14 assists and 11 for RSSB Tigers. For the steals, REG got 4 to 3 for RSSB Tigers. And for the free throws, both teams really did an amazing job. They didn't have many of the free throws today, but they made them count all 5 and 5 for REG and 3 out of 3 for RSSB Tigers. That was a beautiful performance for both teams in the first quarter, and let's wait and see what the second quarter holds for us. So ladies and gentlemen, we are taking a break and we'll be back here for the second half of the game. RSSB Tigers versus Rwanda Energy Group.
Let's go Tigers!
And who's gonna walk away with a win and be crowned the third place today?
If it's anything to go by, like let's say the past, I'm thinking RSSB is going to come back more energized because in the past two games, it seems like they come to life, especially in the second half. So let's hope REG have their defense settled and they know what to do, and the coach has given them the right directions, and we can have a very great second half.
Yeah, sure. And thus Galmin Kandakiali there with a 2-point floater. It's gotta be 50 for REG to 46. A nice steal there by REG. And that's a nice 2-point layup by Kamdo from Bituji. 52 to 46 is the score so far. Whilst Lee Ishima there. Facing Patrick. Playing with Kimasa Dan. Ball back to Lee Nishimi. Oh my goodness. Last Lee Nishimi there. And that's gonna be an N1 basket there by Patrick Chizirungu. And that was a rejection there and come from Betucci.
REG starting the second half like the way they started the first half. Too much energy, fast-paced runs, and yes, they're actually getting the points out of it. So let's hope they can keep going like this.
If they can continue this rhythm, they are actually going to, you know, get the win. If they don't give up. And that's Patrick Chizirungu there with one more free throw. And it's 55 to 46. The difference going back to 9 points. Lars Ligon there playing with Kimasa. Lars there to Fistel. Drives, goes up. And drops a 2-point layup there. Gonna be 48 to 54. I mean 55. For Raha Kado playing with Elliot Cole. Elliot Cole there with a drive, swings the ball to Kamdo, a nice dive there on Furaha. But he got fouled and he's going on a strike with 2 charity shots. That was a nice play between those guys, and you can see that they have this chemistry between them. Yeah.
The passes are flowing. They keep finding their partner, and the passes are sleek. precise. So Reg has really started on a on a good note in the second half.
Furaha Kado did you there off the mark on the first and on the second as well. And that's last leak and Ishimi there with the ball. Playing with Fiston Tingabo. And it's gonna be the side ball there for RSSB Tigers. Ichishase Elve there with the inbound ball. Paul busy there with the drive. Goes up. Playing with Lost Lake and Ishimi there. Galmin Kondeki there with the ball. Elliot call there. Drives. Sends the ball to Galmin Kande, but there was a defense of two. Paul Busy and Kimasa. Well, there just to, do an interception. Yeah, I've seen that there is no other way just to stop that guy. The only possible thing is just to put a defense of two on him.
Yes, RSSB really being aggressive defensive wise this time. They're not giving Elliot any space. They know how dangerous he is. So those blocks that are coming in the paint, not giving him space, is actually becoming a real problem, a hectic problem from Reg now.
Elliot call there, being picked by Fiston. Oh my goodness.
Well, you could see the idea there, but the execution was just not of this world.
Yeah, sure. That time was so long for Patrick, to catch. So, and Elliot Cole actually does a lot of turnovers from the dimes that he gives to people. He's very active and athletic as well. Very, very quick.
He's very passionate about the game. You can see he's giving his all. But RSSB Tigers should be very careful with these fouls that they keep giving out and these small mistakes they're making here and there.
Furaha Kadodiji, they're attempting a two-point jumper but can't connect. And that's three-story Rutingabo there. Playing with Ikishatse. Now Reg playing a tight defense, man-to-man marking. Paul busy there, attempting a three but can't connect. That's Elliot call there. Swings the ball to Chizuru and goes out for a deep ball. But clanks it. And that's gonna be shooting two on each shot here, Olve. Coach O'Dowd Oga telling them that they have to do a nice defense.
True.
Because, even though they're playing well, but RSSB Tigers is also getting some good opportunities for scoring, so they better find a way just to stop them. Otherwise, RSSB Tigers, I told you, they really surprise everyone.
They really hung in there, it's like a do or die. They can't give up until the last buzzer.
So yeah, you have seen that even in the first game that they played 92-90 when they headed to the OT.
Yes.
Reg had the whole lead since the very first minute of the game. Oh my goodness. He just shot here over there. Paul Beasy goes out for a deep ball, but can't get it to go. Oh my goodness. Elliot Cole there for a three.
Wow.
And splashes it. Wow. Elliot Cole can play. Now he got to 15 points. Yeah.
For a second there, we were like, what is going on? But that is a one way to, reply.
Yeah, sure. And I think if he couldn't make that shot, coach wouldn't be happy for that decision.
They'll be very, very disappointed.
Yeah, he will tell them, why are you taking a three? It's a risky shot. You could have at least, drive and go, end up, go right to the basket because it's way, easier than taking those shots. At least there you can even get, some full shots. But if you force a shot, that's a rebound and a fast break, a quick one to RSSB Tigers, then they get an advantage to win over us. But yeah, Elliot Cole really knew what he was doing. And if you see that a player is just taking the decision with a lot of confidence, it's actually that he believes in himself and he believes that whatever he's going to do is actually going to be productive. So
it's actually going to help the team. You know, when you have that confidence in you and you have the skill and the quality like he does, why not? Try anything that you want, and you never know how it is going to go.
and it's going to be Reg's ball position.
Well, compared to the first half where both teams used their free throws properly and took them properly, the second half is not really going their way. I believe REG has so far lost 2 and RSSB Tigers has lost 1.
Elliot called there, passing on the screen by Galmin Kande. A nice time there to Galmin, and that's a steal. Feast on there for a 2-point layup, but can't connect. But he's there just to pick that rebound. Last leak and Ishima there with a hazy. Sends the ball to Chishatsi Guzar for a rainbow 3. The rims it out, and that's last leak and Ishima there not to give up. And it's gonna be Reg's ball possession.
I love how the big guys in the defense are pushing the RSB Tigers out to try and try those 3-pointers, and it's not really working for the Tigers all the time, but that's a good tactic from the REG people. Like, push them out of the D and away from the paint, and let's see what they can do.
And that's gonna be a double dribble there by Elliot Cole. Not too happy for that. He's asking for the VAL.
Being very animation here, but anyways, you can see he's passionate for the game. He doesn't want to lose any ball, doesn't want to lose any chance. He wants to use every chance that they get. So it's great to have someone like that on your team.
And it's a substitution there on Fiston Yurtingabo being subbed by Mutabazi. And that's still there. Well, Sleek and Nishimia there for an easy 2-point layup, and that's going to be a timeout there for REG. 52-58 is the score. RSSB Tigers trying to catch up in this game with, 2 more points and cutting the lead to only 6 points. So it is still possible for both teams to win. They both stand a chance, but it's going to depend on the choices that each is going to make.
Yes, and the fact that it's 4 minutes, roughly 5 minutes on the scoreboard, that's plenty of time for any team to actually show up and show us what they are capable of. And yes, 6 points, like you were saying, is not that much. That's just what, 2 3-pointers or three 2-pointers, and they're back in the game. And the fact that RSSB has this never die mentality, that they're bringing in the court, we're going to be up for a big surprise come the end of the third quarter. So lots of things to look forward to. Elliot, I can't wait to see more from him. RSSB, I remember this Kimasa. Whenever he comes into, that's one player you're supposed to look out for, because every time he comes onto the court, he brings a big change. You can see a big difference in especially the offense of the team. So yeah, can't wait to see him coming off the bench. And as we have been told, or we have been seeing time and time again, RSSB, the players coming from the bench are the ones who are actually getting more points, than the field points. So, hey, like I was saying, Kimasa is now on the court. Let's see, maybe he can give us a couple of points that we're looking for.
And the players are back from the timeout. It was a REG's timeout. Coach Odaudu wasn't happy for that turnovers that were, turning into fast break points for RSSB Tigers. So he needed to find a way he could stop them. That's gonna be shooting two there for Patrick Chizurungu. Very, very focused on that drive. And he got a chance there to go on a free throw line for 2 full shots. If he can get 2 more, points, it's gonna be 60 to 52, and Reg will be extending the lead to 8 points. But if he doesn't get any shot there or gets one, it's gonna be so hard for them to stop the RSSB Tigers, because I really know that within the third quarter, many of the teams actually try to catch up. By the fourth quarter, when they enter in that quarter, every team came with a lot of focus and also trying to put to score rather than doing the defense.
Yeah, I think at the moment it's more of in the third quarter, it's more of like controlling the game. Let the game not go away from us. We don't need to concede a lot of points. Let us try and score some points, but let's not concede. But in the fourth quarter, it's all out. Let's go and see who can get the most points and end the game on a high.
That's gonna be a travel violation there. Gonna be Reg's ball position once again, 59 to 52. And it's a substitution there when come to from Bertuzzi. Sumizi Jr. back in the court. And that's another travel violation there by Galmin Kande. Ichishate over there playing with Kimaseda, and it's gonna be a travel violation there as well on Ichishate Elve.
But don't you think it's like a mismatch between Ichishate and Elliot? It feels like it's a mismatch. Someone has an advantage over the other. Although Elliot is really good at offense, I feel like Ichishate is more of like a defensive figure there, and is giving him a hard time.
Yeah, sure. A nice dime there to Sumizi and converts the 2-point bracket there. 61 to 52. Sumizi there being a solution on the defense as well as the offense. Trey Sinze there with a nice dime to LV Chishate, and this is another 2-point bracket there by RSSB Tigers. 54 to 61. The lead going to only 7 points. Gonna be RSSB Tigers ball position once again. Only 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining on the clock for this first game of the day. That was a nice defense there by Sumizi. Nice time there to Trey Sinzi. Goes up for a 3 and splashes it. Wow.
That was a great extra pass.
57 now for RSSB Tigers to 61. The lead coming back to only 4 points. Chizurungu there playing with Sumizi. Sumizi with Furaha. Furaha back to Sumizi. Oh my goodness.
That would have been a great play if had it actually worked.
Yeah, sure. And one thing I always mention this since I've got to understand Sumizi's game is that he's very quick, and he has the IQ as well, quick passes, and he's very good when it comes to defense. He can play that guy. He can convert a lot of points, but he's gonna play the defense as well as fitting the players. Elliot Cole there for a deep ball in transit. Oh my goodness. What a play. Elliot Cole can play. Let me tell you something. When it comes to deep balls, whether you come and do a closeout or you don't, if you only get the chance to go up, it's going to be so hard for you to stop him. And he's going to convert. He's going to show the lights off. And it's 64 to 57. Trey Sinze there Oh my goodness, that was a nice also there by Tsumizi.
Yeah.
Tsumizi can play. He's really playing an important role there.
Substitute for Reg.
Yeah, Sedar entering the court and he subs Elliot Cole, Ichishate Elvid also getting out and he's subbed by Bruno Nyamasa.
Yeah, I feel like he should get some rest, Elliot, a little bit, gain his strength, because he's really getting those points for Reg at the moment.
And that's gonna be shooting too for Paul Beasy. A lot of IQ there. He catches the ball and goes up at the same time to see if he can provoke a fall from there. And now he gets it.
Can the Tigers convert their free throws?
Paul Beasy there since the first 58-64 is the score so far. Only 1 minute and 56 seconds remaining on the clock for this third quarter of the game. Heading to the last one, that's gonna decide who is gonna walk away with the third place in this Round Basketball League season 2026. Since the second as well, gonna be 59-64.
They're coming back slow but sure.
Yeah. Furaha Kadodidio there goes up and gets a 2-point bucket. Very skillful there. 66-59.
I don't know if you saw the touchdown, but RSSB Tigers coach was just fuming with how they let Reg actually get that layup.
Tight defense there by Randa Group trying to stop those attempts on the 3-point line. Oh my goodness, gonna be Reg's ball position. Paul Beasy there not converting an easy 2-point bucket. Galmin Kandekieli there. This team with a very nice fighting spirit and a 2-point bucket there for Furaha Kadodidio. Crossover there. Trade for Sinze they are playing with Mutabazi. Last leak and Ishimga there behind the back. Crossover. Sends the ball to Nyamwasa goes up almost to catch down a 3-point bucket there, but can't connect. And this is gonna be shooting too for Trade for Sinze. Unlucky there. That was almost an N1 basket.
Exciting play from RSSB.
Yeah, sure.
You know, when they get into the groove and everything is clicking, they have some really nice plays, but unfortunately when they get to the basket, something just goes wrong.
There is something wrong about, you know, finishing for the RSSB Tigers, but not only the Tigers, but for REG also it happens sometimes. But there are some of the guys there, their big men are very active there for the putbacks.
True.
Trade for Sinze sinks the first and it's 60-68. Only 26 seconds remaining on the clock for this third quarter of the game. Heading to the last one. Since the second as well. Substitution there on Shizirongo Patrick being subbed by Elliot Cole. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you have seen how Tsumizi is active. And that's gonna be shooting too for Trade Sinze once again. He's playing there in the paint there. He has been so dominant. Imagine if he provokes a 4-in-3 like in a defense of 3. So he's really doing well there.
He's actually caught fire, you know, in this third quarter.
Off the mark on the first. Since the second, and it is 62 for RSSB Tigers to 68 for REG. And it is the end of the third quarter of the game. RSSB Tigers with 62 points to 68 for REG. A very good game to watch today. For those who are, who tuned in at OSN, they're really enjoying. I'm pretty sure basketball fans are really enjoying this game.
Definitely. They have all come out. The energy is top notch. I feel like both teams, their top players, like the people we're supposed to look out for, the players to watch out for, are actually doing the great game. I can see Elliot from REG. He actually has more points than anyone else. I believe it's around 15 points for Elliot. And yes, if you also see RSSB, I love the fact that they're not doing the flashy things, like the 3-pointers or over dribbling, a few crossovers here and there. Yes, nice play here and there, but they're keeping to the basics. Get into the paint, get those simple points, those 2 points. Not playing too much, just slow down the game and get those important points. Although REG, for them, they're on the other side of it, like they flip the coin. For them, they want fast-paced kind of basketball. Get the ball and attack immediately. I saw a couple of plays where they left a point guard up front, just to get those simple balls under the rim, put the ball into the basket, and get those easy points. And I feel like that is a great strategy for them at the moment, since RSSB is really coming back from that slump that they started with.
So going back in the last 3 quarters, in the first quarter, REG dropped 24 to 19 for Tigers. In the second, REG got 24 to 27. But in the last quarter, they also get 20 to 16. You have seen that the scoring rate of RSSB Tigers has been increasing, like
Per
after
quarter.
after every quarter.
Yes.
So far. REG got 10 points from the turnovers made by RSSB Tigers. They got 9 second chance points. They also get 16 bench points, and they got 22 points in the paint, whereby they have 17 fast break points. And for RSSB Tigers, they have 12 points from the turnovers. Second chance points are 17, whereby the bench points are 27 so far. And they got 30 points from the 30 points from the 30 points in the paint, and 9 fast break points.
Tongue twister. I thought you did languages.
But yeah, anyone can get mistaken.
True. But yes, it's an exciting game, and we can't wait for the last quarter of this third place playoff between the Tigers and REG basketball team. I feel like with the energy REG has started with all the quarters, they might get the advantage here, but RSSB also, we can never really put them out of the game, because they have a way of just coming back when you least expect it. So it is going to be a very lovely fourth quarter.
And that's REG with the ball position. TIGERS Gamba, they are playing with Elliot Cole. Crossover goes out for another deep ball. Almost the case but can't connect. And that's still there by Tsumizi. And the slam there for Furaha Kadov. Tsumizi, they are playing an important role. Oh my goodness. And now it's 70 points for REG T, 62 for RSSB Tigers. Nyamasa Bruno there for a 3, but can't connect. Oh my goodness, what a game.
Wow.
Galmin Kandakieli, they are telling them that it's not today. But Paul Busy was just there with a nice response there on 3-point line with 3 more points for RSSB Tigers, 64 to 70. That's going to be a travel violation there by TIGERS Gamba. Nice time there to Paul Busy, goes up, but can't connect on that 3-point bucket. Lastly, Kanishima there for a rainbow 3 and drains it well. 67 to 70 is the score. The lead getting back to only 3 points, and it's gonna be a substitution there for Raha Kadodidje being subbed by Kamdo. I think RSSB Tigers is actually here for the win. They are really catching up in an amazing way.
But that's how it always starts. Like all these quarters, it starts with REG on the with the upper hand, and then all of a sudden RSSB just keeps crawling out of the blue, and you just see them coming back with a banger. So yes, I wouldn't disagree with you.
Another slam there by Garmin Konde Kieli, 72 to 67. Reg extending the lead to 5 points. That was a beautiful play there by Reg. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be shooting two there by Galmin Konde.
The determination from Elliot to get that ball.
Konde being more reliable there for Rwanda Energy Group, and he has been delivering so well today. He played a good defense. He has been collecting a lot of rebounds as well as making some good 2-point buckets there. He's really good at floating the ball. True. And he can also take some shots and they fall. So he has been one of the great players today that Reg is using. We already get 19 personal points. Also, Elliot Cole got 19 points.
Wow.
So both of them, they already get 19. When you add them up, you already know what it is. And drops another another free throw there, and it's gonna be 20. So both of them has a total of 39 points. Last week and Shima there with a nice feed to Fisto, but he wasn't able to convert. Elliot Cole there with the ball. Goes up. And he's going on a strike for 2 charity shots. Only 7 minutes and 23 seconds remaining on the clock. And I can see that Reg is also, extending the lead every minute. So RSSB Tigers really need to work on their defense to see if they can stop them. Otherwise, if it continues in this way, it's going to be so hard for them to catch up.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in right now, you'd think the game has been really tight from the get-go. But honestly, Reg is really, having the upper hand, and then all of a sudden they just lose their focus and let RSSB come back into the game. So, yeah, it is a 50-50 kind of game happening at the moment. But this man, Elliot, is in the driving seat.
A nice save there by Ntumizi. 75 to 67. Elliot Cole there for another 3, but can't connect. Gonna be Reg's ball position once again. And this is gonna be
And I believe it's a timeout?
not a timeout, so they're going to check there on the VAR if it's gonna be Reg's ball position or RSSB Tigers ball position. So it's the coach's challenge time now. And after the coach's challenge, it's gonna be Reg's ball position, as the referees announced before. But Coach Minuka was against them, so they had to check it out and be sure. Only 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining on the clock for this last quarter of the game. That's Sumizi. They are playing with Sedar. Sedar sends the ball to Elliot. Elliot drives a little bit, and that's gonna be a steal there by Mutabazi. And a 2-point layup there by Freestone Rutingabo. 69 to 75 is the score. Sedar, they are playing with Elliot Cole. Sedar at the top of the key. Sends the ball to Galmin. Galmin playing with Sedar. Sedar back to Galmin. Shoots the ball, but can't catch it. That's gonna be a basket for RSSB Tigers. Oh my god. Nice defense there by Sumizi there. Being a rim protector. He played an important role in this game. Oh my goodness. An easy 2-point bucket there by Kamdo from Batuji.
What an assist.
Yeah, sure. Elliot Cole can play. Trey Trasinze there for a 3. But can't catch it. Sedar Sagamba there with the ball. Playing with Elliot Cole. Sends the ball to Tumizi. Tumizi there with the bounce pass to Galmin Kande Kieli. Nice dime there to Tumizi as well. Oh my goodness, what a putback and a slam at the same time. Galmin Kande can play. Oh my goodness, he already got 22 points.
Today seems to be his day.
Yeah, sure. But always, he's gonna make an impact. And it's gonna be RSSB Tigers ball position. Kande Kieli already got 22 personal points, and he's the best scorer in this game so far. And only 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining, and REG already extended the lead to 10 points. So if they can get to keep this lead and also score when they get the opportunity, now they need to strengthen their defense rather than playing more offense, because a 10-point lead, it's a lot of points, but within 5 minutes, it's not a lot at the same time. So what they're gonna do is just to stop RSSB Tigers from scoring, and now they really, put a lot of efforts in attacking the rim when they get a right opportunity, not shooting every ball, fighting with the seconds and something. They really need to focus on their defense rather than playing, putting a lot of efforts in defense, in offense, because
Yes.
they already get the lead of 10 points.
True. You said it very well. They need to get those points from the paint, especially those simple points. Not overdo it. Not be all flashy with the 3-pointers or any shots from anywhere. No, be very specific about the shots that they're taking, and also remember the defense. Because if you have seen since the first quarter to the second to the third, somehow in the whenever they take a break, especially like at the 5-minute hour mark, right at the 5-minute mark, whenever they take a break, it seems like RSSB comes back more rejuvenated, more active, and they know what they're actually doing. So REG really have to slow their game down a little bit, make the right decisions, especially defense is what REG needs so that they can keep this 10-point lead. But hey, 5 minutes is a lifetime in basketball.
And that's lastly Kenishim, where they are playing with Trey Trasinzi. Ball back to Kimasa. Hand off there to Fiston. Nice dime to Mutabazi. Steps aside, goes up, and catches a 3-point packet there, and cutting the lead to only 5 points, 79 to 72. Sedar there off the mark on a 2-point bucket there. Freeze Tony routing Gabo there for a floater, but can't connect. Elliot Cole there swings the ball to Sedar. Sedar playing with Elliot Cole. Now it's money time. They're all careful. Gonna be REG's ball position. Only 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining on the clock. Shooting 2 there for Galmin Kande Kieli. REG really needs to make a basket because they reduced the lead. They tried to cut it up to 5 points from 10. So REG has a lot of work to do because RSSB Tigers, they're really focused in this last quarter of the game. They really know what they want. They know that this is the last chance that they have. If they don't grab it seriously, they're just going to lose. Garmin County off the mark on the first free throw. Sinks the second, and it's 80 to 72. The lead, I mean, oh, my mathematics was very sick. It was a lead of 7 points, so now it extended to 80 to 72. Mutabazi there for a three, but rims it out. It does come to Frank Betuji. There goes up, almost an end-one basket. But he's going on a strike for two charity shots.
REG should really use these free throws to their advantage, because the defense of RSSB looks like they're in sync. They know what they're supposed to do, defense. But the problem is they're giving out a lot of free throws, so REG should actually use these chances they're getting.
Yeah, sure. So REG is actually, trying to use the big mans and the centers because they really know that is one of the strengths that they have. And for RSSB Tigers, they have the guards that are so key compared to, REG. So they're using the guards. You have seen that Mutabazi is taking a lot of shots, Last Lake and Ishim as well. And most of the times, Fiston is actually creating the opportunities. And if he gets, a simple space to shoot, he goes up and he gets a basket from there. But for REG, they actually use the centers. Those tall guys, they trust in their physicality, and it's actually being productive for them.
Yeah. And if I was like for RSSB, I would be happy with these pauses or these little breaks that they keep having, because every after this break, RSSB just comes back more rejuvenated, more focused, more clear about what they have to do with the ball. So I would be very careful if I was REG, not to give out too many breaks, not to give out too many fouls, and just keep the game simple. Play a simple game, and you have this in the bag. Because 8 points, even though they're not too much, if you play your game right, it can actually take you or pull you over to the finish line.
And that's on Sportsman, so he's gonna get 2 free throws and the ball position as well. So he catches the first, and it's gonna be 81 to 72. The lead being extended to 9 points. It seems like he shot the first.
Yeah, he shot the first one, and
but he was off the mark.
Yeah.
Okay. If REG can get another point in this position, they'll be, in a safe space. Oh my goodness. Galmin Kande can slam every ball. Like, it seems like, going out for it, a simple 2-point shot is actually so hard for him, but the slam is the easiest thing that he can ever do. Paul busy there with a 2-point bucket, 74 to 83. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now, this is where the game kind of becomes really intense. These last minutes, everyone is fighting for that ball, that last ball. They want to get those shots in. Let us see how RSSB can actually handle the pressure, and if REG can actually continue with their consistency of offensive play.
A lot of ball movement there. Elliot called for a deep ball and drains it. Oh! REG really pushing the team to the very best. A difference of 12 points now, 86 to 74. Only 3 minutes remaining on the clock.
Give him some space, and he'll sink it.
Yeah, sure. Paul busy there trying to respond.
And he's also trying his best there in the defense. I love that even if his height is not all that, you find him in the defense with these giants, and he's fighting for the ball, and he usually even gets it.
And that's gonna be shooting too for RSSB Tigers because they already entered the bonus. So every fall that is gonna be there, they're just gonna strive. So he's gonna be shooting two for Mutabazi, number 30. I'm sorry, I was mistaken. I thought it's Elliot Cole who did a fall, but they did a fall on him, so that's why he went on a strike for two because Reg already entered it in the bonus, so it's gonna be 88 to 74. Another 2-point bucket there by Paul Beasy. He's been dominant in the paint. It's so hard to stop him. So easy there for a mid-range, almost a K-shot, but can't connect. And that's a steal from him. He can play. Another slam there from Galmin Kande. That guy can step up.
I believe there's like 3 or 4 slams from him right now.
Oh yeah, he made a lot of slams.
And it
I
takes
think
his
they have
points
to
to
do a
27.
highlight for all those slams because he really did an amazing job. Trade for Sinze, they're attempting a three but can't connect. Paul Beasy there for a three, but rims it. Seems like Reg is just here for a win. And now you're there to go Min Kande Kiyeli and gets an N1 basket there. Oh my god.
That was a nice play. I really like what they were trying to do, but it didn't really pan out. But hey, at least he got the point.
Yeah, and he's going to try for one more shot.
His points are currently 28 personal.
29.
29.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, sure. He pushed the team to the very best today. If they get this third place, that guy will, he deserves the flowers.
Even Elliot is not that far away with 24 at the moment, so you can see they're really carrying the team today.
Galmin Kande already got 29 points with 11 rebounds, a double-double for Galmin Kande Kiyeli today. Tigers here, not to give up, and that's another steal there by Reg. Sumizi there, a spin move. Swings the ball to Kamdo, but that's a steal there. That was a good defense from Tetra Sinzi. Oh my goodness, what a crossover. If it was going to catch that three-point shot, that was going to be an amazing highlight. Paul Beasy there for two full shots there on the stripe. He really played so well today. He has been one of the scoring engines for RSSB Tigers because he already have 7 points. But for real, he didn't get like a lot of time to play. But
yeah,
as soon as he enters, he just go up, like he fights.
I feel like the scoreboard is not doing him justice because he has a few points, but you can see
he got 12.
Yeah, 12, but like
I was confused. I saw 6 and I saw 8 and 6, but yeah, he got 12 personal points. But when you take a look at the minutes that he played, yeah, that's gonna be a lot of points for.
It's decent.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like he's all over the court whenever he's on the court, anyways. Even though it doesn't reflect properly on the scoreboard, he has been very important for RSSB Tigers.
Musinga Fabrice there sinking the first free throw and pushing his team to 93 points. Only 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining on the clock for this second game of the day. 62nd as well, 94 to 77. Seems like it's almost a win for REG.
Yes, especially the fact that they have been using their free throws properly, sinking them in. That has really helped them, and they have taken less risks of the 3 shots and actually going into the paint more often. I believe that is what has carried them throughout this fourth quarter.
And it's gonna be 7-8 for RSSB Tigers to 9-4. Trying to catch up in this game. So as you can see on your screens, you guys can stay connected wherever you are through MT and Urugo Net. That's a promotion. At 20K, you can get 60 GBs me Wi-Fi and 130 GBs on 10. So yeah, even 60 GBs, you can get it on 5,000.
MTN nichojihe.
Yeah, nichojihe kabisa. Seeing a Fabrice there. Goes up and floats that ball and gets a 2-point bucket there. 96 to 78.
He's been a breath of fresh air since he stepped onto the court.
Yeah. Paul busy there for a 3 and drains it. And that's going to be 81 to 96. So the difference is 15 points now.
If REG can keep the ball to themselves, play some good defense, I believe the third position is theirs for the taking.
Yeah, sure. REG trying to, be fair to RSSB Tigers because they already know that they got the difference.
Running the clock down.
Yeah. And it's gonna be shot clock violation. REG trying to be fair to RSSB Tigers. So it's gonna be Tigers ball position now. But it seems like the game is almost over. A difference of 15 points can be removed within only, 7 seconds. So. And that was a nice shot from Paul Beasy, 84 to 96. But that won't save them.
I believe that will be the end of the game.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the game, and congratulations to Ronda Energy Group for winning this game of RSSB Tigers in the best of 3 series. RSSB Tigers took game 1, and Ray came up with the second game with even a great lead. So today they also managed to walk away with another win, also winning the 3rd place in men's category. And they're now, they have another title on their name. So yeah, being crowned the 3rd place is not something to take for granted. But don't forget that the RSSB Tigers also were crowned for the BAL champions.
So basically, these are both champions,
Yeah.
REG and RSSB. But for the moment, it is REG that has taken the 3rd spot, and I'm pretty sure they're happy with it because in some spaces there, sometimes it felt like they were losing their grip on the game, but they dug deep. They played the defense well. They used their free throws. They used their chances real great, and coming out as the 3rd person in this amazing tournament is not that bad.
So it is the end of the season for REG and RSSB Tigers because they're now going to appear once again on this court in the Ronda Basketball League season 2026. And remember that after the game that we are going to watch today, it's game 3 in the women's category. REG taking on the Hoops. They already got 2-0 in the best of 7 series. So if they can get a win today, they'll be heading to the 4th game. But for APR and Patriots, they're also going for the 4th game. But if Patriots can win today, they're heading to game 5. If APR can win, they're actually going to be the champions. And it's almost the end of the season.
True.
Yeah, you can see that the pictures are, being taken there on the court. REG, saying farewell to the coaches because, it was a long journey, all the way from February up to August.
Yes.
6 months of intensity, pressure. They fought a hard fight and a good one. So they have to be happy for themselves. So here are the full-time stats for this game. REG versus RSSB Tigers. 40 points. REG today walked away with the win of 96 points to 84. And for the field goals, it is 52% for REG to 36 for RSSB Tigers. I told you that they really know how to use those big men in the paint so that they can dominate it throughout the field goals. And for the three-pointers, REG also came in, also logged in, shooting the lights off today with 47% to 27%. And for the rebounds, it was equal, band for band, 45 to 45. And for the assists, it is 24 for RSSB. 21 for RSSB Tigers to 24 for REG. And for the steals, 12 steals for REG to 11 for RSSB Tigers. And for the free throws, REG managed to get 16 out of 23, whereby RSSB Tigers really managed to get 12 out of 20 out of 17. So I can say that the game was so good to watch. And after this, ladies and gentlemen, don't go
away.
Yeah, we have the Hoops versus REG. It's the finals in the women's category. This is the third game that they're going to play. So they already got two, and this is gonna be the third game. If they win this one, REG, they're actually going to the fourth game. Even though the Hoops can win, they're also advancing to the fourth game of the finals. So I can say that this was really good to watch. REG really left everything on the court, and now they managed to walk away with the third place. Winning over RSSB Tigers. So ladies and gentlemen, we are taking a break. We'll be back here for the second game of the day. The Hoops taking on Rwanda Energy Group. So stay tuned and thank you for tuning in here at OSN in this first game of the third place in the best of 3 series. Thank you so much. My name is Mignon. I was with
George, and we'll see you in a bit for the next game.
Thank you so much.
Here we go.
Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Jadoni playing with Adonis, double fighter.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Woo! Bota.
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
Here we go.
Let's go Tigers!
Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Jadoni playing with Adonis, double fighter.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings and wait, because moments like these don't.
Woo! Bota.
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.